There is a property just outside Espanola that is home to turkeys, ducks, and larger creatures.
She is not an evil elk.
All in this flock are cared for and cleaned up after
Now I'm going to clean
by Dr. Kathleen Ramsey.
Well, I've done parrots and snakes and lizards and dogs and cats, and that's basically what a small animal vet does.
Her calling was ultimately decided by fate.
I literally flipped a coin, medicine or veterinary medicine.
Her true passion was revealed later.
When I was in veterinary school, somebody brought a golden eagle in a foothold trap, and the bird was screaming in pain. The man is dangling an eagle by a chain, and he goes, I won't tell you where I found it, or I won't tell you what, because it was an illegal trap, and he just threw the trap towards us.
From that moment,
and it was my decision was that bird would be dead because nobody's going to pay to take care of it. If I'm going to do anything with my life, wildlife is what I want to do.
Wild animals have always been part of her life, including her romantic life.
One of his first dates with me, he came home from a climbing trip, and the snapping turtle was in the bathtub, and he had to take the snapping turtle out of the bathtub to take a shower.
The turtle didn't scare away her mountain climbing instructor and eventual husband, Lou Horak. The two worked side by side.
We raised 3 baby mountain lions for the Albuquerque Zoo, and we had them for 6 months. We'd take them out camping every weekend, put them in the crate at night, and the day go out, hike these 3 mountain lions. Had a blast.
There is one particular animal that holds a special place in Dr. Ramsey's heart.
No, I don't like bears. Above the refrigerator stove, I don't like bears.
Ramsey's home, front door, even nativity scene are all artifacts of her affection.
They're just an absolutely incredible animal.
And this particular day,
we're all leaving too,
is one of Ramsey's favorite.
And I'm blessed to be one of the very privileged in the world to get to take care of bears.
3 bear cubs rescued in the aftermath of the Calf Canyon Hermit's Peak wildfire have been getting cared for and getting fat for today.
See who we're going to get.
After months in this enclosure,
stay back there because he's not totally out.
They are tranquilized.
85. Okay, we're headed to the barn. Up there!
Weighed.
They get fat.
Tagged. And then loaded up to be transported. This time, it's the Pecos Wilderness.
I love bears. Because when I started doing it, nobody in New Mexico, they were just shooting them and putting them all down.
These 3 black bear cubs are now joining the 700 bears Ramsey has given a chance at life over the last 20 years.
I call it the wiggling butt syndrome. They all go away. We're doing that big fatty fat, big fats down the trail. Nothing better in the world. When I started, nobody was doing it. I had no clue what I was doing. And now we are getting more skilled, and I think these animals that are going out have the best chances that ever could have happened.
She says most of the bears she releases will come across a hunter in the next 5 to 7 years. Some have been found as far north as Steamboat Springs, Colorado, and some will die of natural causes.
Oh, I already had tears. You just missed it.
The circle of life is something Kathleen Ramsey understands, perhaps better than most.
Horrible, horrible, horrible disease.
Her husband, Lou, was diagnosed with progressive supranuclear palsy, a rare brain disorder often mistaken for Parkinson's. It will eventually rob you of your mobility and even your personality.
We lost him 8 years ago. He taught me to rock climb. He was my climbing instructor, but he was on every release with us and helped us discover all different parts of the world we hadn't seen.
She spread Lou's ashes at Brazos Peak.
That's my grandbaby.
She's now Grandma Ramsey, and her son, Ty Horak, is preparing to take over the rehab operation.
He knows how to handle them. I have no concerns that boy handles them.
Even though she's getting ready to retire, she'll always be nearby.
You see that wildlife in the sky flying, standing in a tree, out in a field, know that you've been blessed. You get to see one of the most incredible animals God put on this earth.
Because her heart will always belong to the New Mexico wilderness. Ryan Laughlin, KOB4.